First up tonight, a mystery in Gresham where someone is using a saw to cut down hundreds of trees. Hundreds of them. No one knows who is doing this or why, but the damage is getting worse, and now Parks and Rec is asking for your help. They say this is all happening along the Springwater Corridor Trail, mainly around the 7th Street Bridge. They want to know who is responsible for this. Let's get outside to Fox 12's Paulina Aguilar, who joins us now live there to actually show us some of that damage. Paulina?
Yeah, they're calling it the Gresham Lumberjack. We're a few feet from the road here, and right where I'm standing, there are about a total of 15 trees that have been cut down. Here's a few of them here. And like you said, they don't know why someone would do something like this. In fact, they're calling it random. Gresham Parks and Rec say the count of downed trees is now in the hundreds. Someone has been sawing trunks and branches throughout a 1.5 mile stretch along the Springwater Trail. It all started last August.
What's really frustrating about this is when you understand the amount of time and resources over decades that city staff and volunteers and our taxpayers have put into this area to make it nice.
The orange mark is how the city is keeping track of the trees that have been partially cut. They say the trees are probably unstable and may fall if pushed by winds, meaning those woods are filled with unseen hazards.
You know, we don't have an idea why.
Ecologist Mike WALLACE says whoever is doing this is using a handsaw or a bow saw.
And we found a lot of blades that have been pinched in the actual wood itself. And so the individual just has more blades on hand, and so they just keep cutting. You know, a lot of times a bow saw could get through this in 5-10 minutes. You know, it's pretty quick. These are sharp blades. This is somebody that comes in quick. But the individual is also spending hours out in the field cutting these trees.
It will cost more than $200,000 to restore the damaged areas. And if someone can nab the Gresham Lumberjack, Parks and Rec says it can dish out some hefty consequences.
There is Gresham code that we can levy fines up to $500 per tree. There's also some state statutes, and so if a person's caught doing this, they could be facing thousands of dollars in total fines and possibly even jail time.
A neighbor says he's been keeping an eye on the area and says one tree may have been cut down between Thursday and Friday.
I think it's horrible. I mean, people are cutting down live, healthy trees when we're trying to plant trees down here to stop erosion, and unfortunately somebody's just doing it for the fun of it. It's terrible. The city says they will have to come assess these trees to see which ones will stay, because some of these can be left for wildlife, and which ones will have to go that will be hazardous. Reporting in Gresham, Paulina Aguilar, Fox 12 Oregon.